The Bible, a book revered, a source of comfort, a foundation of faith. For centuries, it has been the cornerstone of religious belief for millions around the world. Its verses have been memorized, its stories recounted, and its teachings followed with devotion. But what if we told you there might be more? More stories, more teachings, more insights that have been lost to time. What if parts of the story remained hidden, lost in the sands of time, buried under centuries of history, waiting to be rediscovered? The idea of lost books of the Bible has always captivated the imagination. These texts, often referred to as apocryphal, are shrouded in mystery and intrigue. It hints at secret knowledge, suppressed truths, and a fuller picture of the divine. These lost scriptures could potentially offer new perspectives on well-known biblical events and figures. These apocryphal texts, existing on the fringes of accepted scripture, offer tantalizing glimpses into early Christian thought. But are they genuine? Or are they mere fabrications created to deceive or to fill in gaps in the biblical narrative? This is the question at the heart of a centuries-old debate. Scholars have long argued over the authenticity and significance of these texts. Scholars, theologians, and believers grapple with the authenticity of these lost books, seeking to uncover their true origins and their potential to illuminate our understanding of the past. They pore over ancient manuscripts, compare historical records, and debate the implications of these findings. The search for answers takes us back centuries to a time when Christianity was still being defined, and the very words meant to inspire were still being debated and codified. It is a journey through history, faith, and the enduring quest for truth. To understand the lost books, we must journey back to the early centuries of Christianity. This was a time of great intellectual and spiritual ferment. The Jesus movement was spreading rapidly, attracting a diverse array of followers. Amid this fervor, numerous texts emerged, each claiming to offer unique insights into Jesus' life and teachings. These writings took many forms: Gospels, letters, apocalypses, and more. They reflected the diverse beliefs and interpretations within the burgeoning Christian communities. However, not all these texts would find their way into the official canon of the New Testament. The process of canonization, which took centuries, involved complex debates and theological disputes. Some texts were accepted, while others were rejected, relegated to the shadows of history. Why do some scholars believe these lost books are real? The arguments are multifaceted and deeply rooted in historical analysis and textual criticism. Some point to the age of the text, noting that the physical characteristics of the manuscripts align with other known documents from the same era. Certain lost Gospels, for example, may date back to the same period as the canonical Gospels, suggesting a contemporaneous origin. This proximity in time suggests they could offer valuable first-hand accounts of Jesus' life and teachings, potentially filling gaps in our understanding of early Christianity. Others find compelling evidence in the content of the lost books, arguing that the narratives and teachings within them reflect authentic traditions. They argue that some of these texts contain teachings and traditions that resonate deeply with early Christian thought, mirroring the theological and philosophical concerns of the time. These echoes of authentic belief, they contend, suggest that the books may have originated within circles close to Jesus' original followers, providing a more nuanced view of early Christian diversity. Furthermore, the discovery of texts like the Nag Hammadi Library in 1945 has breathed new life into the debate, offering a treasure trove of information. This trove of ancient manuscripts, hidden for centuries in an Egyptian cave, includes numerous lost Gospels and other writings, each contributing to our understanding of early Christian history. Their existence challenges traditional assumptions about the formation of the biblical canon, prompting scholars to reconsider the diversity and complexity of early Christian beliefs and practices. However, skepticism abounds. Critics point out that just because a text is old doesn't make it authentic. Forgery was not uncommon in the ancient world. Authors often attributed their writings to famous figures to lend them authority or advance particular agendas. Moreover, some lost books contain doctrines and narratives that contradict the established teachings of the canonical Gospels. These inconsistencies raise red flags for many scholars who see them as evidence of later fabrication or a deliberate attempt to distort the Christian message. The criteria for distinguishing genuine texts from forgeries are complex and often debated. Scholars scrutinize the language, writing style, theological content, and historical context of each text, searching for clues to its origins and authenticity. To illustrate this debate, let's examine two prominent examples: the Gospel of Thomas and the Secret Book of John. These texts, discovered in the mid-20th century, have sparked intense scholarly discussions and have provided new insights into early Christian thought. The Gospel of Thomas, discovered in the Nag Hammadi Library in Egypt, is a collection of sayings attributed to Jesus. Unlike the canonical Gospels, it lacks a narrative structure and focuses solely on Jesus' teachings, presenting them as a series of aphorisms and parables. Some scholars believe it preserves an early independent tradition of Jesus' teachings, possibly predating the canonical Gospels. They argue that it offers a more authentic glimpse into the historical Jesus, untainted by later theological developments. Others dismiss it as a later Gnostic work that distorts Jesus' message. They contend that its emphasis on secret knowledge and mystical experiences reflects a departure from the original teachings of Jesus, influenced by Gnostic thought. The Secret Book of John, also found at Nag Hammadi, offers a mystical interpretation of Jesus' teachings, emphasizing secret knowledge and spiritual enlightenment. This text delves into complex cosmological narratives and presents a dualistic view of the world characteristic of Gnostic beliefs. It's considered a key text in Gnosticism, a complex religious movement that flourished alongside early Christianity. Gnosticism posits that salvation comes through esoteric knowledge and inner enlightenment, rather than through faith and works. While some see it as a valuable window into early Christian diversity, others view it as a heretical deviation from orthodox belief. The Secret Book of John challenges traditional Christian doctrines, offering alternative perspectives on creation, the nature of God, and the role of Jesus. These two examples highlight the challenges of evaluating lost books. Each text presents its own unique set of puzzles and provokes different interpretations among scholars, reflecting the rich and varied landscape of early Christian thought. As we continue to uncover and study these ancient texts, we gain a deeper understanding of the diverse beliefs and practices that shaped the early Christian world. The Gospel of Thomas and the Secret Book of John remind us of the complexity and richness of early Christian literature, challenging us to reconsider our assumptions about the origins of Christianity. How do scholars navigate this maze of ancient texts? They employ various criteria to assess authenticity. One crucial factor is the text's age. Dating ancient manuscripts is a complex science, but techniques like paleography, the study of ancient handwriting, and carbon dating can provide valuable clues. Scholars also analyze the writing style, language, and vocabulary used in the text. By comparing these elements to known works from the same period, they can assess whether the text's linguistic features align with its purported date. Furthermore, the text's theological content is scrutinized. Scholars examine the doctrines, beliefs, and interpretations of Jesus' teachings presented in the text. They compare these elements to the prevailing beliefs of early Christianity, looking for consistency or divergence. The debate over the lost books of the Bible is far from settled. New discoveries like the Nag Hammadi Library continue to challenge old assumptions and fuel ongoing research. Technological advancements in dating and analyzing ancient texts provide scholars with ever more sophisticated tools to unravel the mysteries of the past. The debate itself reflects the dynamic nature of religious tradition. It reminds us that the formation of the biblical canon was a complex historical process shaped by theological debate, power struggles, and cultural influences. The lost books offer a glimpse into this process, revealing the diversity of beliefs and interpretations that characterized early Christianity. Ultimately, the question of whether to accept or reject these lost books as authentic remains a matter of individual interpretation and belief. The lost books of the Bible, shrouded in mystery and controversy, continue to fascinate and challenge us. They offer tantalizing glimpses into the early Christian world, a world grappling with questions of faith, identity, and the meaning of Jesus' message. While the debate over their authenticity may never be fully resolved, one thing is certain: these texts invite us to delve deeper into history, to question our assumptions, and to engage with the rich tapestry of early Christian thought. Perhaps the true value of the lost books lies not in definitively proving or disproving their authenticity, but in the questions they raise, the discussions they spark, and the journey of discovery they inspire. If you enjoyed this exploration into historical mysteries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content.